Welcome to Yacht Crew Vlogs, where we tell the stories of those in the yachting industry. A behind-the-scenes look that discovers the individuals in the industry, their history, their passions, and what inspires them to do what they do. Hi, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Yacht Crew Vlogs right here on Yachting International Radio. My name is Ria. I am your host, and I'm very pleased to welcome my next guest, Tino. He is the CEO of Yachtmaster Group.
Thank you very much for having me. It's a pleasure.
Well, and the reason I have you on today is coming up in December is the International Charter Expo going on December 7th through 9th of December this year. How many is that now?
For about 10 years, with the purpose of getting together a global industry that never before had an event for them especially held.
Tell us a little bit about it then. What is different about the International Charter Expo and what can people expect?
Well, the difference is that for a very long time now, the cruise and luxury charter industry had specific locations and times in the year where they would meet in a B2B environment. The bareboat industry never had this. Usually, traditionally, owners of charter fleets would meet with their agents on boat shows. They would meet with their shipyards on boat shows. But boat shows were not meant for this. Boat shows are primarily B2C events serving the end consumer. And every salesman that sells boats, sailboats, catamarans, motorboats, whatever, his goal is to meet as many clients and sell as many boats, as well as the charter company. His goal is to sell as many charter packages. So there was no place in the world to gather these professionals without the end consumers being present. And that's why in 2013, this is the first time we held the event, later rebranded International Charter Expo, gathers all the fleet operators that operate bareboat fleets from all over the world. Most of the agencies, the bigger agency brokers that mediate their charter packages to the end consumer, and all the suppliers of goods and services like shipyards and booking systems and software providers, accessories. We get them together 3 days for in a year to meet together in an exclusively B2B show, and we make it fun. That is productivity, and the fun factor is something that we how we differentiate ourselves from any other show in the business.
So not everybody can go. You have to specifically have a company that is associated with charter.
Yes. First, every registration is vetted. That the company must exist. It must be in one of the three sectors, either a fleet operator, that means owning or operating a charter yacht. Sector number 2 would be the broker sector, all the agencies, brokers, mediators that actually, let's say, buy from the fleet operators the charter packages and resell them to end consumers. And the third sector would be the supplier sector, where actually, even if you are a shipbuilder, you have to be building one of these ships and one of these branded ships that are actually consumed by the charter industry, like mainstream sailboats, catamarans, stuff like that. That will be interesting for the show. So yes, you have to fit in, you have to register and be approved for, and then you are allowed to the show.
And how many participants or businesses do you have attend every year usually?
Well, the show has been growing in the last 10 years. We expect 500 businesses, about 1,500 people.
Why, and why Croatia?
Well, Croatia holds about more than a third of the bareboat charter fleet of the world. Greece is about the same, and the rest is scattered throughout the Mediterranean and the British Virgin Islands and Bahamas, and a little bit on the East Coast. A little bit in Asia and Northern Europe, but let's say significantly more than half of the industry is stationed in the Adriatic Sea.
What is different about the Adriatic Sea, and why should people go to see it?
Geographically, the Mediterranean is very suited for pleasure sailing. It is relatively closed off, relatively calm, meteorologically relatively safe area. When we look closely at the Adriatic Sea, where the Croatian coast is, and Ionian and Aegean Sea that surrounds Greece, you will see a huge number of islands. Close proximity to each other did enable this industry to grow so fast, and this area to be very, very suitable for the low skilled or not skilled sailing tourist.
So if people are interested in checking out the International Charter Expo, just head to your website, I would assume?
Yes, we welcome every owner of a charter boat or manager of a charter fleet to exhibit on ICE or the International Charter Expo, because there he will meet more business partners than probably normally in a year. Primarily because we get a lot of them there, and secondarily because we use a proprietary software for matchmaking, and every participant of the show is able to accomplish approximately up to 80-90 meetings per 3 days, because the software just arranges meetings every 30 minutes if the user prefers to do so, and chooses or offers only meetings that are relevant for you.
So it's almost like speed dating.
It is kind of like speed dating. 30 minutes is like a longer speed dating, but the productivity can be amazing. It's very tiring. Not a lot of people opt for it, but no, we expect at least 7,000 meetings to be digitally confirmed for these 3 days, and it could easily surpass 10,000. So it's just the number of meetings and the number of potential buyers a owner or a manager of a charter fleet can meet. It's incredible. This is unparalleled to the possibility of any other show, any other trade show on the planet.
What are, say, the 5 biggest companies that are attending?
Well, from the size of the companies, I would say the shipyards are the biggest. The Veneto Group, the Bavaria shipyard, and some other shipyards would be among the bigger ones. The biggest charter fleets in the world are Dream Yacht Charter, Navigare Yachting, Kyriakolis Mediterranean. From the biggest agencies, probably also Moorings and Sunsail, not to forget, and agencies like Argos, and now the digital portals. They're less known to the industry, maybe they're more known to the consumers, but a very essential part of the business circle, definitely. So yes, from the biggest shipyards in the world to the biggest fleets in the world, they have always been there, and we expect to see them also on the next edition, if they're not registered already.
Tino, thank you for your time.
It was my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
If you are interested in attending the ICE or International Charter Expo, it is December 7th through 9th of 2022. We will provide all of the details below this interview when it airs, as well as the website, so you can go and check it out in further detail. Once again, it's been Tino, the CEO of Yachtmaster Group and the organizer of the upcoming expo. My name is Ria. I have been your host. We'll see you again next time.